Drew, I know that it looked like the thing that kind of stuck home with you more was learning about how two interest rates can be the same, but the penalties were totally different. What that was your biggest takeaway from it?
Probably, yeah.
You're 19, right? So if you can kind of start, if you have a job, set up a bank account right now, pay yourself first, and you can see over time how you can, if you get a good head start, you might get a gift, you might be able to take advantage of a government program. Like right now, the government has a program where they'll match you for a percentage of your down payment. So anything that you can do to get ahead, really will help you. So I'm glad that caught on. That was really exciting. That was one of the things that when I was 15 and I had an accounting teacher that was like, hey, if you bring me $100 today, you'll have $1 million by the time you're 65. That's what sold me. So that's really cool. What about you?
The difference in penalties, like Drew, the numbers.
It's wild, right? It's wild. And what about you?
The same as him, but as well as the amortization rates. What you're talking about.
Just how the different amortizations. Yeah, I noticed that you really seem to appreciate learning that, hey, I could get transferred somewhere, and if I shorten my amortization, although it might sound good, and the bank would love that because it kind of handcuffs them to me, that would limit your options if you did get a transfer somewhere and wanted to buy something else. And so that's really good. Did you have anything that was new to you?
Sort of, because my wife and I have had our place for 18 years, and we've renewed a couple times, but we've got the line of credit. We do have 3 credit cards. But when we did do our last mortgage, we sort of combined
all of that
into it, and it does help.
Right. It helps big time. Kimberly, did you learn anything new today?
I think the debt consolidation was really interesting, finding that the payments at the end were quite different. So that was interesting to see.
It's huge. It's crazy to think like, how could I possibly earn an extra $955?
Yeah, we do a mortgage and we do a credit and all of that, and to see what you could save in payment is huge.
Yes. Definitely. Makes a big difference, right? Because now when you're saving that money, and even it's stressful too, right?
You can add that to your mortgage.
Yeah, you can, yeah. Or you can even I know that you've got little kids. So people are like, oh, I'd love to invest in RESPs. I'd love to invest in a rental property. But it's like, how am I possibly going to get the money? Exactly. I can't work anymore. I'm working day, night with my kids all the time. So, as an example, and with that family example, they had 3 kids as well. And they were able to put money in RESPs. And with RESPs, the government matches it. So then you get that money working for you double fast as well, right? So it's exciting to learn about the possibilities instead of, being somewhere where you're not utilizing all that you can, right? And for yourself?
I'd say the multiple credit cards and constantly having a payment running through it, something that you can running through them all the time.
Yeah, and focusing on the fact that if you don't own a home, it's not even an option to do that. So the first step is take that money, save it. As soon as you get a job, as soon as you have the opportunity, save it so you can at least get these options later in life, right?
And also paying it off in a longer term. I feel like everyone's told to pay stuff off as soon as possible. Yeah. Instead of stretching it out and being open for more if anything comes up.
Excellent. And you know what? The reason why that's not something that's marketed is because the banks make so much money off of that. That's their number one cash cow. They make billions and billions of dollars. That's their number one profit center. So they don't say, hey, and when they call you, they're like, hey, do you want a credit card? We'll give you 0% to move this over here. They don't say, take your low interest rate mortgage, break that, we'll make less money and save you more. So it's also completely that's where the banks and mortgage professionals are totally night and day, black and white, completely different, because our goal is to save you money, and their goal, and rightfully so because that's their employer, is to make the most amount of money for their employer. So it's just cool when you can actually turn the tables and be like, nope, I get what you're doing here. I know my options now.